Something unusual is unfolding, and many chosen ones are already feeling it. A quiet shift is moving beneath the surface, and April 13 and April 14 are standing at the center of it. These two dates are carrying a weight that feels different. There is a growing sense of restlessness, deeper emotions, and an unexplained distance from people and routines that once felt familiar. For many, thoughts are becoming louder, intuition is becoming sharper, and the feeling that something important is approaching is becoming harder to ignore. This is happening for a reason. This is part of a preparation. And for those who are meant to see this message, the timing is meaningful. Across different spiritual teachings and historical patterns, chosen ones often experience signs before major turning points, sudden emotional waves, unexpected silence in relationships, and a pull toward reflection are often signals that a transition is already in motion. April 13 and April 14 appear to be connected to one of those transitions. These days may bring clarity where confusion once existed, and they may close chapters that have quietly been ending for a long time. Many people overlook these moments because the changes begin internally long before they appear externally. Yet for chosen ones, the inner shift is always the first sign. There is also a lesser discussed pattern that appears during critical spiritual periods. Before major breakthroughs, chosen ones often experience isolation, delays, and unexpected emotional pressure. These experiences are frequently misunderstood as setbacks, yet they often serve as preparation for something greater. During these periods, distractions begin to fade, priorities begin to shift, and hidden truths slowly rise to the surface. April 13 and April 14 are believed to align with this kind of transition where unseen changes begin to take shape and direction becomes clearer. In this video, you will discover why these specific dates are gaining attention, the signs chosen ones are already experiencing, and the deeper meaning behind the emotional and spiritual shifts happening right now. You will also learn the warnings connected to these days, the opportunities that may follow, and the steps chosen ones can take to stay prepared. There are also lesser-known patterns that appear before major spiritual turning points, and understanding these patterns may help you recognize why this moment feels different. As this message unfolds, the pieces will begin to connect, and the significance of April 13 and April 14 will become clearer. The final part of this video reveals the most important insight, one that many chosen ones overlook during critical periods, and understanding it may change how you approach the days ahead. That is why staying until the end matters, because the full meaning only becomes clear when everything comes together. If you are here, there is a reason. This message is reaching those who are meant to hear it at the right time. Welcome to our channel, where we explore powerful spiritual insights, hidden patterns, and messages meant for chosen ones. Subscribe to the channel and join a growing community that stays aware, prepared, and ready for what comes next. A quiet pressure has been building, and many chosen ones are beginning to feel it in ways that are difficult to explain. There is a sense of tiredness that does not seem connected to physical effort. Even after rest, the mind still feels heavy and the body moves with less energy than usual. Tasks that once felt simple now require more focus, and the need for silence becomes stronger. This kind of tiredness feels different, deeper, and more connected to something internal. It feels like the mind and spirit are processing something important beneath the surface. At the same time, overthinking begins to increase. Thoughts appear more frequently, and the mind keeps revisiting past events, conversations, and decisions. Small moments start to carry more meaning, and intuition begins to question things that once felt certain. This mental activity does not always feel negative, yet it creates a constant movement in the mind. It becomes harder to ignore the feeling that something is shifting, even when everything around appears the same. Chosen ones often experience this mental pressure as their awareness expands and their perception becomes more sensitive. Along with these thoughts comes a growing desire to withdraw. Conversations may feel exhausting, and social interactions may seem less appealing than usual. There is a pull toward quiet spaces, reflection, and solitude. This withdrawal does not always come from sadness. Instead, it feels like a natural movement inward, as if the mind is creating space for something new. People who once felt easy to connect with may suddenly feel distant, and the need to protect personal energy becomes stronger. This shift can feel confusing, yet it often appears when internal changes are beginning. Strong emotions may also begin to surface without clear reasons. A sudden wave of sadness, a brief moment of excitement, or an unexplained sense of calm may appear and disappear quickly. These emotional shifts feel deeper than normal mood changes. They seem to rise from somewhere beneath conscious thought, bringing attention to feelings that were previously unnoticed. This emotional sensitivity often creates the sense that something meaningful is approaching, even when there is no visible sign. There is also a quiet feeling that something is about to happen. It is subtle yet persistent. A sense of anticipation builds, as if the mind is preparing for a moment that has not yet arrived. This feeling does not always bring fear. Sometimes it brings calm awareness, sometimes curiosity, and sometimes a quiet readiness. Many chosen ones recognize this sensation as part of a deeper shift where inner changes begin before outer events take shape. Another sign begins to appear through distance and separation. People who once felt close may slowly become quieter. Conversations may lose their depth, and connections that once felt natural may begin to shift. This change often happens gradually, without conflict or clear explanation. Messages may become shorter, interactions less frequent, and the sense of familiarity may begin to fade. For chosen ones, this distance can feel confusing at first, especially when there is no clear reason behind it. The silence from others may feel unusual, and the absence of support may create moments of uncertainty. At the same time, plans that once seemed certain may begin to slow down, opportunities may become delayed, meetings may get postponed, and progress in certain areas may suddenly feel blocked. Efforts that once produced results may now require more patience. This shift can create the feeling that something is holding things back, even when everything seemed to be moving forward before. These delays often appear without warning, and they may affect different parts of life at once. This creates a sense of pause, as if movement is being redirected rather than stopped. Unexpected challenges may also begin to surface during this period. Small obstacles may appear in daily routines, and situations that once felt simple may become more complicated. These challenges may not always feel overwhelming, yet they add pressure and create moments of reflection. Chosen ones often notice that these obstacles appear one after another, creating a pattern that feels intentional. This can lead to deeper thinking where priorities begin to shift and attention moves toward what truly matters. Alongside these experiences comes the feeling of being misunderstood. Words may be taken differently, intentions may not be fully seen, and expressing thoughts may feel more difficult than usual. Conversations that once felt smooth may now feel strained, and the sense of alignment with others may begin to weaken. This feeling can create a quiet emotional distance, even in familiar environments. It may seem as though others are moving in a different direction, while chosen ones are being guided inward. During this time, isolation begins to feel less like separation and more like space. Distractions slowly fade, and the mind begins to focus more clearly. The absence of noise creates room for reflection, and the distance from others allows deeper awareness to grow. This period often feels quiet on the outside, yet internally movement continues to build. April 13 and April 14 carry a sense of movement that feels different from ordinary days. There is a quiet turning point forming around these dates where many chosen ones may begin to notice shifts both internally and externally. This turning point often begins subtly through small realizations, sudden clarity, or changes in perspective. Thoughts that once felt uncertain may begin to settle, and feelings that seemed confusing may slowly start to make sense. This period brings the sense that one season is gradually coming to an end, even if the change is not immediately visible. As one season begins to close, another begins to open in quiet and unexpected ways. Certain situations that once held importance may begin to lose their influence, while new directions begin to form. This shift does not always arrive with clear signs at first. Instead, it often appears through subtle changes in motivation, renewed energy toward different goals, or a growing sense that something new is approaching. Chosen ones may begin to feel drawn toward ideas or paths that previously felt distant, and this shift in direction can happen quickly, sometimes within a short period of time. Old doors may begin to close during this time, and this can appear in many forms. Opportunities that once seemed promising may fade, conversations may come to natural endings, and certain environments may begin to feel less aligned. These closures often happen quietly without conflict, and they create space for new possibilities to enter. As these doors close, new opportunities may begin to appear in unexpected ways. These opportunities may not always seem significant at first, yet they carry the potential to lead towards something meaningful. Hidden truths may also begin to surface around these dates. Information that was unclear may become easier to understand, and situations that once felt confusing may reveal deeper meaning. This sense of clarity often brings awareness to things that were previously overlooked. Chosen ones may begin to notice patterns, recognize lessons, and understand why certain events unfolded the way they did. This growing awareness creates a shift in perspective where experiences begin to connect in new ways. Spiritual awareness may also increase during this period. Intuition may become stronger, and the sense of guidance may feel more noticeable. Thoughts may feel more focused, and the inner voice may become clearer. At the same time, changes may begin to unfold quickly. Some of these changes may arrive without warning, creating moments that feel unexpected yet meaningful. This movement creates a sense that something important is unfolding, and the pace of change may begin to accelerate as these dates approach. As April 13 and April 14 draw closer, a deeper sense of awareness begins to feel more important. During periods of transition, chosen ones often become more sensitive to the energy around them. Conversations may feel heavier, certain environments may create discomfort, and interactions that once felt normal may suddenly feel draining. This sensitivity often grows stronger during critical moments, making it easier to notice when something feels out of alignment. Negative energy may appear in subtle ways, through tension in conversations, unexpected conflicts, or feelings that seem to disrupt inner calm. These moments often call for quiet awareness, where stepping back and protecting personal energy becomes more important than reacting immediately. Staying calm and grounded becomes especially meaningful during this time. Sudden emotions or unexpected situations may arise, and the ability to remain steady allows clarity to develop naturally. When the mind stays calm, intuition becomes easier to recognize. Thoughts begin to settle, and decisions feel less rushed. This calmness creates space for understanding, especially when changes begin to unfold quickly. Chosen ones may notice that when they remain grounded, they become more aware of subtle shifts happening around them, and this awareness often brings a sense of quiet confidence. Paying attention to intuition becomes another important part of this period. Small feelings or gentle inner nudges may begin to appear more frequently. A sense to pause before making a decision, a feeling to avoid certain conversations, or a quiet pull toward reflection may all carry meaning. These intuitive signals often appear softly, and they may be easy to overlook if attention is focused elsewhere. As these 2 days approach, intuition may guide chosen ones towards certain thoughts, people, or choices that align with the changes unfolding. There may also be small signs that begin to appear throughout daily life. These signs may come through repeated thoughts, unexpected reminders, or moments that seem to hold deeper meaning. Patterns may begin to form, and certain experiences may feel connected in ways that are difficult to explain. These subtle signals often carry significance, especially during periods of transition. Protecting inner peace during this time allows these signs to become clearer, as a calm mind is more open to recognizing quiet guidance. These 2 days carry a sense of urgency that encourages awareness. Even small shifts in emotions, sudden realizations, or unexpected changes may hold meaning. Moments that appear ordinary may begin to feel different, and the sense that something important is unfolding may continue to grow as the days move forward. During this period, there is a quiet sense that patience becomes more important than action. Chosen ones may feel the urge to rush decisions or search for immediate answers, yet there is a deeper pull towards slowing down. This patience allows thoughts to settle and emotions to become clearer. When everything seems to be shifting, waiting with calm awareness often brings understanding that cannot be forced. The feeling of uncertainty may still exist, yet patience creates space for clarity to develop naturally. This moment calls for steady movement rather than sudden reactions, allowing events to unfold in their own time. Trust also begins to play a stronger role during this time. Even when changes feel unexpected, there is a sense that everything is moving with purpose. Situations that appear confusing may slowly reveal meaning, and moments that once seemed difficult may begin to connect in new ways. Trusting the process allows chosen ones to move forward without feeling overwhelmed by uncertainty. There may be moments when direction feels unclear, yet the quiet sense of guidance continues to grow beneath the surface. This trust builds gradually, creating a calm awareness that each shift is part of a larger movement. Focus naturally begins to shift toward personal growth. Thoughts may turn inward, bringing attention to habits, goals, and emotional patterns. There may be a stronger desire to improve, reflect, and understand deeper motivations. This growth often happens quietly through small realizations and gentle changes in perspective. Chosen ones may feel drawn toward learning, reflection, or spending more time understanding their purpose. These moments of growth often appear during transitions, creating a foundation for the changes that follow. Spending time in reflection becomes more meaningful as these dates approach. Silence may feel more comforting, and moments alone may bring clarity that conversations cannot provide. Reflection allows chosen ones to notice subtle thoughts, feelings, and intuitive guidance. The mind becomes calmer in these quiet moments, and awareness begins to deepen. This inward focus often strengthens intuition and creates a sense of preparation for what is unfolding. At the same time, there is a growing sense of preparation for change. Small shifts in thinking, emotional awareness, and perspective begin to build. This preparation does not come with urgency or fear. Instead, it carries a calm reassurance that everything is unfolding with purpose. The changes approaching these dates are not meant to create fear. They bring awareness, growth, and readiness, allowing chosen ones to move forward with a quiet sense of understanding. As April 13 and April 14 approach, the sense of transformation begins to grow stronger. The quiet shifts that started earlier may begin to take shape in more noticeable ways. Thoughts that once felt scattered may begin to align, and emotions that seemed difficult to understand may slowly settle into clarity. For many chosen ones, this period carries the feeling of stepping forward, even if the path ahead is still forming. There is a subtle movement from uncertainty toward awareness where inner changes begin to influence external direction. During this time, the idea of purpose may begin to feel closer and more tangible. Chosen ones may start to recognize patterns in their experiences, noticing how past challenges, delays, and moments of isolation have quietly prepared them for something greater. Situations that once seemed disconnected may begin to form a clear path, and the sense of moving towards something meaningful becomes stronger. This shift often arrives through quiet realizations rather than dramatic events, yet the emotional impact can feel powerful and deeply personal. There is also a growing feeling that something long awaited is approaching. This anticipation may appear as calm excitement, a gentle sense of readiness, or a quiet confidence that change is near. Chosen ones may feel more open to opportunities, more aware of their surroundings, and more connected to their intuition. This feeling builds gradually, creating a sense that the timing of events is becoming more aligned. Moments that once felt delayed may begin to move forward, and small developments may carry greater significance. New clarity may begin to appear in unexpected ways. Thoughts that once created confusion may become easier to understand, and decisions that felt difficult may begin to feel more natural. This clarity often comes through reflection, intuition, or sudden realizations that seem to arrive without effort. Chosen ones may begin to see their journey from a different perspective, recognizing how each experience contributed to this moment. The mind begins to feel lighter, and direction starts to become more visible. As this shift continues, direction may begin to form more clearly, goals may feel more defined, and priorities may naturally change. The uncertainty that once surrounded certain choices may begin to fade, replaced by a calm sense of movement forward. What once felt confusing may suddenly begin to make sense, and the quiet transformation that has been building may start to reveal its purpose through these unfolding moments. If this message has reached you during this time, there is a quiet reason behind it. Many chosen ones often come across guidance when they are already moving through an important shift. There may already be a feeling within you that something is changing, even if it is difficult to explain. This sense of awareness may appear through subtle thoughts, deeper emotions, or a growing desire to understand your path more clearly. These moments often arrive when you are already being guided towards something meaningful, and seeing this message may simply align with the timing of your journey. Trusting your journey becomes more important during periods like this. There may have been moments when progress felt slow, when direction seemed unclear, or when certain experiences created doubt, yet those moments often carry purpose beneath the surface. Each challenge, delay, and unexpected turn may have quietly shaped your perspective and strengthened your awareness. As April 13 and April 14 approach, there is a growing sense that these experiences are beginning to connect, forming a clearer understanding of where you are being led. These dates may hold significance in ways that unfold gradually. You may notice subtle changes in how you think, how you respond to situations, or how you view your future. Small realizations may begin to appear, and moments of clarity may develop without warning. This awareness may guide you to observe more closely, listen more carefully, and remain open to what is unfolding around you. Staying ready during this time does not require sudden action, but rather a quiet attentiveness to the changes that begin to surface. Staying aware may also bring a deeper sense of understanding, thoughts that repeat, emotions that rise unexpectedly, and situations that seem to align may all begin to carry meaning. Chosen ones often notice these subtle signals during periods of transition. These signals may appear gently through everyday moments that feel slightly different, or through reflections that bring new insight. This awareness grows naturally, creating a steady sense of readiness for what is ahead. There is also a quiet strength that begins to build during this time. Even when uncertainty appears, there is a deeper calm that begins to develop. This strength may not always feel obvious, yet it grows through patience, reflection, and trust in your path. As these days approach, this inner strength continues to form, allowing you to move forward with awareness, readiness, and a steady sense of direction. As this message comes to a close, there is a quiet reminder that you are not alone in what you are experiencing. Many chosen ones are feeling these shifts at the same time, sensing the same changes, and moving through this period with a similar awareness. Even when the journey feels personal and silent, there is a larger movement unfolding, connecting those who are being guided toward growth and transformation. The emotions, the thoughts, and the subtle signs you may be noticing are part of a deeper process that continues to unfold step by step. More guidance often arrives when it is needed most. Sometimes it appears through sudden clarity, sometimes through quiet reflection, and sometimes through messages that seem to reach you at the right moment. As April 13 and April 14 pass, new understanding may continue to develop, and the direction ahead may slowly become clearer. Staying connected to your intuition and remaining open to these moments allows you to recognize the guidance as it appears. The more you listen to what you feel, the easier it becomes to move forward with confidence and calm awareness. Trusting what you feel becomes especially important during times like this. Your intuition may gently guide your attention, highlight certain thoughts, or create a sense of calm when you are moving in the right direction. These feelings often grow stronger when you allow yourself to slow down and remain present. The journey ahead may unfold quietly, yet each step continues to shape the path in meaningful ways. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you become part of a growing community that stays aware, prepared, and open to deeper understanding. More messages and guidance are coming, and staying connected ensures you do not miss what comes next.